That kid.
Ball out, ball out. Throw that on rock when I'm in my bar. I don't know nobody calling on my line. Blessing my favorite like they from behind.
What's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. As you can see from the title, it's not gonna be a long video, but as you can see from the title that we're gonna be talking about my last release. You know what I'm saying? I showed all that build up of the marketing and all those good things and the process of releasing it. And I never got to tell y'all about how it really went, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow the brand page, Blinded Out. Follow my page, Uja, you know what I'm saying? All over this video, there's gonna be stuff popping up for you to go check out, and all that good stuff. So yeah. Okay, our first release. There's only been 2 releases so far, but the first one, we dropped some acid wash tees, some acid wash Blinded Out tees. You know what I'm saying? These joints right here. These joints was fire as hell. For me, I don't know. All right, let me think about where we should start. How I should get into this. So, so building up to that drop, we was supposed to go with so many different directions for the initial drop. I don't want to say certain things because some of the things are still in my rotation for future drops. But I didn't want to drop shirts for the first. It was something I did not want to do. I was 100% against dropping shirts. I just didn't want to drop shirts. I feel like it was the common way to start your brand, you know what I'm saying? Drop a shirt, you know what I mean? So I really didn't want to drop a shirt, but the direction we was trying to take, we kept running into walls and stuff like that. So we was like, yo, we got to release this brand, you know what I'm saying? The idea came to thought of a clothing brand. It came to thought, but I had moved to North Carolina, and that just threw everything off. So when I came back, the idea resurfaced in like February. Okay, so the idea resurfaced February. Then I started to build on it because I had got a job, I was working part-time, so I had to build up some money and stuff like that to get things rolling. So February comes. From February to like June or so, I've been building up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell anybody that I had a clothing brand coming. I was just posting stuff, like just showing the process and just showing things that I'm working on, but never saying exactly what I was working on. So I'm just building up on the things, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this person to do what I want to release it. But as we got closer to the summertime, I realized this was gonna be a hard way to start my clothing brand. Then June comes, and I was just about to quit my job, and I tore my Achilles. I'm out for the whole summer, literally the whole summer. I tore my Achilles June 16. Then July, I was in bed rest the whole July. August, I got back on the boot. That's when you start to see those vlogs come out. So before all of those vlogs came out, sorry, this all goes back until once the got dropped. So before all those vlogs came out, I was in bed rest. But before I did it, before I even got here, I was spending money buying a new camera, building on top of the brand and stuff like that. So me getting hurt threw everything off. So time wasn't on our side anymore at that point. So it was like, all right, now we gotta drop shirts. So cooked up a design when I came back, which was, I mean, when I got hurt. June is when I made the design for those shirts, and I made the whole mock-up. And it was cool. Like, I thought it was a calm shirt. I really didn't want to overdo it. I wanted to keep it simple, but enough for people to build their own creativity around it, and that like involves like if they wanted to cut it, do something else, whatever. But keep it simple, something to get out, get started. Because getting started, that's the hardest part. Everybody says it. It literally is for anything though. So June comes, yeah. After all of the Achilles shit happened, now we're in the process of releasing these shirts. We got the design, we've been speaking to manufacturers, everything, you know what I'm saying? It was the process of even finding the manufacturer, that was tedious, back and forth. Finding screen printing companies, I had to contact about 12 to 14 screen printing companies, and me and my partner was just trying to figure out like who we're gonna work with, you know what I'm saying? We're scaling the prices of who's saying what. And I feel like these things are important to do when you're trying to run a business, because you don't want to just take the first price you get, because, you know what I'm saying, you can dig yourself into a hole, or even just like you can find somebody that's better. Like, for example, we found this one business and they was trying to charge us, I think, $120 for a sample, like for a sample on the shirt. We had the garment, but they were still trying to charge us like 140 on the shirt. No, 120 on the shirt. And then we found another company that was like, what was their sample price? I want to say their sample price was like $20. Don't quote me on that, but it was way lower, and it was like, yo, bro, like you're when you look at things from like a business aspect, you're looking at, like, for them at least, it's like, yo, bro, your sample price is outrageous, and these people are in the same state, same city, and it's like you got these people over here that's doing it for much better price, quicker return time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that was an important thing that I learned through the process, was like, scale it down. Like, if you got to call 10 different companies, call 10 different companies. Like, it's not gonna hurt you in the long run. You could, at least in the long run, you're gonna know, you're gonna feel comfortable about what you spent. You know what I'm saying? And now if you want to profit, make a certain type of profit and things like that, you will have that type of knowledge because you scaled it down and stuff like that. Once I like stamped the design and stuff and knew what I wanted, everything else took care of itself. Basically, it was like, all right, now we got the garments, we got the design. Now we just got to figure out who's gonna print it. By the time we found the printing and stuff like that, everything else just started to coast. And then it was just a matter of building up the anticipation of everything. That's what the vlogs that I was doing was already doing without me having to say too much. So it was like, if you tuned into the vlog, you tuned into the vlog. If you didn't, you didn't. And at that point, I wasn't in a real, like, I didn't necessarily want too many people to know, but I did want people to know. I wanted them to know when it was time to know, you know what I'm saying? So we're at the point where we got everything. We got all the supply. Everything is done. Now we go into the marketing stage. I can't tell y'all my marketing strategies, even though that fluctuates and stuff like that, and I'm still building onto it. I have a way of marketing my stuff, but when the marketing stage comes, I'll just make this a general, like, a vague, I think vague statement. It will just be like, just keep trying to show it. Just show everybody. Is whatever that means to you, just keep showing it. And I was at a point where it was just like, I had some ideas in my head, and I was like, I want to execute them this way, and I'm strong on this way. I'm very like, what's the word I like to use? Intentional. I'm very intentional with my brand and the meanings and how I direct things and everything. Like, everything's intentional. If you see something, it was intentional. Like, literally to the littlest things, I'm very intentional. The video that's gonna drop after this, I have a video of my last release drop after this, and you're gonna see that. You're gonna see like how intentional I am when I'm even taking the pictures, directing it and stuff like that. Everything's intentional. So it popped into my head the one night, what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? What I wanted to do as far as like for the marketing. So I had this idea. I had this space inside my head. And this is from the one video that I released where it's with the girl with the curly hair and stuff. So I had this one idea in my head, and I seen the space in my head, and I was just, I need a girl. I need a certain type of look. It was like a earthy look, you know what I'm saying, natural. Everything is just artsy, natural. And I literally saw it in my head, found the space. I don't know how I found the space so effortlessly, but I found the space, found the girl, you know what I'm saying? And I just started putting pieces together. Literally, and it was just like boom, 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 boom. This, got a date, called up my cameraman, contacted this girl for as she was the model. And we got right to work, you know what I'm saying? We got straight to work, and that's where things was really, I feel like that's when everything became like real to me. Like once that happened, that whole day happened, I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, we can do this. This is definitely something we could do. And that was one of 3 shoots that we did. So after we did that one, that was like the real teaser. That was like, yo, listen, I dropped that snippet on my gram, and it was like, yo, listen, we doing a brand. Like, this is the real right now. You know what I'm saying? This is a clothing brand. This is serious. It's very intentional. You know what I'm saying? If it's intentional, I'm telling you, it's damn near you can't lose if it's intentional. Then we went back out there to New York again. And I started to hit a point. I hit a point in this whole like business thing where it's like things happen, you know what I'm saying? Things happen, you can't control everything. So for example, the second marketing shoot we had was back in Brooklyn. Both was in Brooklyn, 2 different parts of Brooklyn though. And this one was in a penthouse, as you can see in that one vlog. And that one, there was a lot of things that didn't go as planned. There was supposed to be like 2 models there. 2 female models there, and then I had the 2 male models there. The 2 female models, I think one canceled and one just didn't reply. I think she just ghosted me, like whatever, it's cool, I didn't care. But it ended up raining. That wasn't it wasn't supposed to rain that day, so it ended up raining. Models canceled. Yeah, just like certain little things when you're being intentional and stuff like that with certain things, one little tweak could change your whole trajectory of how you wanted to do things, you feel me? So that happened, and now I'm in a space where I'm like, all right, we can't cancel, you know what I'm saying? We can't cancel, so we got to go to work with what we got. And I think I said that in the vlog too, but we had to go to work with what we got. That was just the moral of the story. Like, so we took what we got, we made lemonade, you know what I'm saying? Like, we made lemonade from scratch. Like, the day was so gloomy, and it was just like, it was cold too. And we just, man, thinking back to it, I don't know how it came out so well, but we really went to work with that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to explain specific points, but I don't think that's not really helpful. But when you watch it, just understand everything wasn't how it was supposed to be. There was a lot of stuff that was curveballs, and then we was just working with it, you know what I'm saying? We made the best out of the situation. And I feel like when you're doing something like this, you have to know how to do that, because you don't have time to react off of emotion, you know what I'm saying? Yo, there's a cardinal right outside my window. But anyway, you gotta know how, you can't be sitting there trying to dwell and like, this happened. You gotta, time is everything. So when you feel me, certain curveballs hit, you gotta react to them in the best way possible, you know what I'm saying? The best way possible, the best way for your brand, you know what I'm saying? So, and when I say the best way for your brand, somebody cancel on you, you can't be mad at them, you can't come at them, you know what I'm saying? These are like, and I see these things every day in like other people's business, how they, and this is like business etiquette at all, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't never wanna lose your composure because someone canceled or no call, no show and stuff like that. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? You take the best of the situation, boom. That was the second marketing shoot. That thing went perfectly. Is like, I couldn't ask for anything better that day, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what else it could have been, because that was so well, you know what I mean? The third shoot wasn't necessarily a third shoot. We're gonna get into the numbers now. So the third shoot was because we started selling. We released the brand for, so let me slow down. So I think it was October, I can't tell you the exact date, but we dropped in October. The official drop was in October. The first day was a slow day. We didn't really see too many. Someone did purchase. The moment we dropped, somebody purchased. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put his name out there, but shout out to him, man. I know if you're watching this, you're a real one. We saw that. But he bought, we probably got like 3-4 more purchases that day, and it was slow. But by the end of the week, we already sold about, I think we sold 14% that week. So we like, in my head, I'm thinking about like, you know what I'm saying, just wait till we sell out everything and then we will ship. But my partner was like, nah, let's, you know what I'm saying, this also goes back into business etiquette. You know what I'm saying, these people bought, let's ship them out as soon as possible. So we sold 14%, so we got a good amount of like packages. So I'm like, yo, we gotta ship these out, let's take some pictures, post them, do this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And those pictures came out fire too. And that wasn't even so much of a marketing shoot, but it was like, this will be good for the gram, you know what I'm saying? This will be good to show people like, yo, we're a brand, we're working, and we're going up. So we did that. That shit was cold, it was mad dark. You see, I'm posting everything that I'm saying, you gonna keep seeing these pictures. So like, we started doing like, we pulled up to a lot. It was a lot at the mall, and we just went to work. That's my favorite phrase, like, we went to work.
To do, it's going right to work. You ever seen somebody go right to work? I'm going right to work like I never left.
Shout out Max B, yo. We went straight to work, you know what I'm saying? My cameraman pulled up, it was a late night partner, it was me and my partner. We went straight to work, took some flicks, did that, and it looked good, you know what I'm saying? It looked good for the brand, it represents the brand. This is real, like, this is really happening, you know what I'm saying? This is real, this is no facade. So first week we had 14% sold, which was amazing. Not even through the second week, we was about like 36% gone. Like, we sold 36% of the supply. Like, we was moving fast. I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought we was gonna sell out first week. I really wanted to sell out first week, and I think that was just me. That was just me being me. I felt like what we did was just so amazing building up to it that why wouldn't we sell out first week? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't we? But, you know what I'm saying, you gotta be realistic too. So we didn't sell out first week, in fact. So yeah, I think we had about 36% by the midway through the second week. And then there was a lot of slow weeks, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of slow weeks where you don't see too many people purchase it and stuff like that, but you also gotta realize this is people's real life and stuff like that. People get paid differently. People they're iffy about things until they're not. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta just keep all those things in mind and stuff like that. And that's why marketing is so important. We sold out in a month. So that was a huge thing. Like when I really went back and looked at the time frames and everything, I was like, yo, we sold out in a month. We're nobodies, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knows about us. Just the local people that are local followers and stuff like that, they know about us. I still don't want to say how many, but the amount that we launched with is a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot to sell out in a month for some nobody. So to sell that out in a month was like an eye opener. It was like, nah, we can do this. And we had about like I said, we had about 36 second week sold. That was past our threshold. Like after we sold a certain amount, we was like, yo, we know what we're capable of now. And we just kept selling after that. So it was like, yo, like people don't realize that I be saying like the supporters is the one that really brought this to life, because if they don't get it, y'all don't get it, then it's like, you know what I'm saying? It stays in inventory, you know what I mean? So like for y'all to go cop that shit, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? And to sell out in a month, is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And I feel like that's one of my biggest things, was like, I felt good to even say that. Like, yeah, we sold out in a month. We sold out in a month. That was pretty much the process building up to that. And I mean, when you look back to the videos, we have fun. Like, I feel like this misconception is we're working. I want to say this. I want to re-say this. So when you look back through the videos, we're working very hard. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the misconception is, oh, you guys are having so much fun. You know what I'm saying? And which we are. We don't realize it's fun until we sit back, we look at these videos, the day goes by, the day goes on, it's a new day, we look back. In the heat of the moment, no, we're tired. Like, we're literally tired. Like, we're not gonna be driving to the location like, yo, we haven't, like, and I feel like that'll be the art of noticing, like, realizing in that moment, we'll be like, all right, yo, this is fun, you know what I'm saying? But in the heat of the moment, we tired. It's like 6, 7 in the morning. We on our way to New York. The night before, I promise you, that whole marketing phase, I was in New York every other day. I was in New York like 4 times that week. Because I was going out there to set certain things up, then coming back, then going back there to do what I set up the last couple days, you know what I'm saying? So like, it was so much. And then like the night of, I'm trying to get certain samples made. So I'm like up at like 2, 3 in the morning, just so, and then I gotta drive, and then we gotta drive out there, we come back, because the one day I drove, the other day my man drove, but still it's like, it's just a lot of back and forth, you know what I'm saying? That take its toll down, get out there, I'm going 3, 4 hours of directing a whole shoot, I'm taking the pictures, you know what I'm saying? Then my cameraman, he's helping me, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a lot, you know what I mean? There's a lot that goes into it. So listen, that's pretty much the recap on that last drop. We sold out in a month, which was amazing. I appreciate all y'all that tuned in and supported, whether you reposted, whether you bought, whether you liked the post, whatever. Like, we really appreciate the support, because this really can't be nothing without y'all support. We dropped again. Also, we dropped again. You know what I'm saying? We dropped some sweatsuits. You see those pictures, all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? Check out the brand page. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you want any more videos, if we give you tips, results, recaps, whatever about clothing brands and all that. And I will show us the live type
Grab that trick shot, dash that spliff, can't pass that. Better my backpack next to that end. Thanks, I get so high, little nigga can't interact. I see that.